Well, here we go. Here's yet another one. A quick look at the radio that I've picked up quite recently. This is of course, the Grundig Satellite 800 Millennium, and I've had one of these in the past, and it's been one of those radios that I parted with and regretted ever since. So I had the opportunity to get another one, and I'm pleased with this one. Now, there's been a hell of a lot said about these radios on the net, and about various quality control problems that they've manifested themselves over time. There was supposedly three releases, with the latest release in around about 2003, sort of supposedly cleared up all the QC issues. But this one is actually, according to the serial number, May 2000, so it's probably just after the release. I think they came out in about February 2000, and this one's not too bad. It manifests a couple of the usual problems, but the main one that plagued these radios was the original power supply that came with them. Was prone to make the radio virtually unlistenable on certain frequencies. It really was a switch mode power supply, and the way it was switching was virtually impossible to filter the buzz out of it. So as a consequence, this radio is being powered by a linear regulated power supply at 9 volts. So, and it seems to perform reasonably well. There's been a lot said about these radios, as I've said, so I'm not going to go into any great detail about it. As you can see, I'm listening to 7.425 megahertz, which is RNZI, and you can hear the Pacific and New Zealand news in the background. It's got a great bandwidth selector here, so it's gone from 6 to 4 kilohertz, to 2.3 kilohertz, and one of the things that this receiver is renowned for is quite a good synchronous detector. So that's sync lower side and sync upper side, and a lot's been said about the LISB instead of an upper side band. But anyway, that's just the minor technicality of the radio. So I'll just go back out of the sync, bandwidth, there, medium wave, and you can possibly just hear China in the background there. Let's just tune in another frequency, and that's Burke, around about 600 or so kilometres away from my home QTH, just to narrow the bandwidth down a little bit. I'll try another one. Now, there's China again, on 783 kilohertz, and actually that's coming through reasonably well. So in the main, even though this receiver has a fairly small ferrite rod, it's got a very, very good preamp that's permanently in place for medium wave band. So overall the medium wave performance is quite good on the air band, of course, and that's a local or reasonably local frequency that's used. FM, that's a local ABC classic FM, and a lot's been said about the meter. You can see the meter is grossly overreading there on FM, but again, a minor technicality. And there we go, back to shortwave. Single sideband performance is quite good on it. Tuning I find quite good. There's a little bit of wobble in the tuning knob, but I'm not concerned with that. That's sort of just being pedantic. And but overall, quite good volume, bass and treble, and squelch for the airband there. Clock functions, some memory functions there, and tuning functions. So overall, quite a good radio. I was pleased to get hold of it, and I'm having a great deal of fun. But again, if you ever get one of these radios, you'll find that they do chew through batteries like you wouldn't believe. So you're going to have to use some form of external power supply, and you're going to find very quickly that you're going to have to use a linear power supply, whether it's regulated or not, but make sure it is well and truly filtered, because you'll find that the radio is all prone to all sorts of noise that comes in through the power supply. So there we go. There's a quick look at the Satellite 800 Millennium that I've picked up. As I said, I'm not going into any great detail about them. There's heaps and heaps and heaps on the net regarding these radios. But nonetheless, I was very pleased to get hold of it. And it's going to become one of my favourite listeners. Alright, thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers.